Club. I'm Izzy Watterson and today we're going to be looking at Chile and the delicious and amazing wines which the country produces. To start off with, I'm going to put the wine into context, talk about the geography, and then we're going to try a couple of wines which I'd like to share with you. So Chile is the second largest producer of wine in South America, second to its next door neighbour Argentina, where you'll probably all know and love the Malbec there. And like most of South American countries, the wine industry has largely originated from the Spanish colonisation back in the mid-1500s. Now, looking on a map, Chile is that tiny little slither that covers a really long latitude across the down the globe. So it's got some amazing geography. Up in the north, you've got the Atacama Desert. Then in the south, you've got glaciers. Then over to the east, you've got the Andes mountain range. And then to the west, you've got thousands of miles of Pacific Ocean coastline. So it's incredible, it covers everything. But in the middle of the country, around the Central Valley region, you have some amazing conditions for growing grapes. So you've got the Mediterranean style climates where you've got hot days, cool nights, the ocean breeze, and also you've got the Andes mountains providing great source of irrigation for growing grapes. So fantastic conditions for the vineyards. And even one of the great things actually, top fact, Chile is one of the only countries which didn't get phalaroxia back in the late 19th century when there was a massive epidemic which killed most of the grapevines across Europe. But Chile survived that, and that really helped propel the wine industry and where it is today. Having been heavily influenced by the French Bordeaux region, Cabernet Sauvignon is one of the most prominent grape varieties, accounting for about 30% of the grapes. Then second is Sauvignon Blanc, which accounts for about 11%. But given the diverse range in climate and terrains, there is a wide number of grapes grown in the country. So you've got Merlot, Syrah, Pinot Noir, Malbec, and obviously for whites, the big one is Chardonnay. But one of the most interesting grapes, I think, is Carmenere. Now, you may not have heard of it, but interestingly, back in 1994, it was discovered that a large amount of these grapes were being sold as Merlot, and it was only through DNA testing that they discovered this. In fact, Carmenere is an old historic French grape variety which was thought to have been wiped out in the phalaroxia epidemic all those years ago. But it had an uprising in Chile and is now one of the star grape varieties of the country. In fact, it's only Chile where this wine is produced and sold 100% of the grape variety as a wine. So, with that in mind, we are going to try it. I've already been drinking this as it is absolutely delicious. So I've gone here for a supermarket version. Now this is Co-op's own fair trade Carmenere from the Central Valley, and it's amazing. It is absolutely delicious. It's got an awesome nose. It smells of black fruits, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of spice, hint of chocolate. It's wonderful. And actually, my friend walked in earlier just after I'd opened the bottle. She was like, wow, it smells of yum-yums in here. You eating yum-yums? Which are those delicious pastry donut things. I was like, no. And then we realised it was this wine. So very fruity, very sweet on the nose. And then to try it, Well, that is delicious. Highly recommend this. The best thing about, well, not the best thing obviously, one of the great things, in addition to its brilliant flavour and smell, it's only £6 for a bottle. How amazing. But the aromas, I feel like it is very, very diverse, because you could drink it on a summer's day. It's reasonably light, but also the smells of vanilla and a little bit of spice make it taste quite Christmassy. But because it is light, you can drink it on a summer's day. But also, I think you can drink this wine any day of the week because it's soft yet rich and very easy drinking. Medium to light body, a good finish, not too long, but it is incredible. The other great thing with it being fair trade is that you can feel great drinking it, as some of the profits go to the workers' children's bursaries for university and colleges. So you're doing good while drinking this delicious wine. Then we're going to have a look at a white wine. Well, try it and look. So here we are going to try, this is a Sauvignon Blanc. Again, this is from Central Valley, from Chirico, and this is Monty's, which they're a wine producer which were established in 1988, I think, and they had the plan to produce really interesting and innovative wines and be the best wine producer in Chile, which back then was quite a new thing. So this, I'm going to try this. Just a little bit of this because I've already had a lot. So this is very pale in colour, got a great smell, really fresh. It's a pale lemony colour, really nice. Smells like greeny, a little bit grass. Peary flavours, citrus. It is really good to smell. That is brilliant. It's very citrusy, but also a nice vibrant acidity to it. The other great thing with this is the feel in the mouth. So after fermentation, it is left in contact with the lees, which gives it a great texture and complexity. So it's not just a dry, clean, crisp wine. It's got that interesting element to it. And this is £11 for the bottle. Highly recommend this as a nice Sauvignon Blanc. Great to drink on its own, but also I think it's just really nice with some chicken. Obviously goat's cheese goes amazingly with this. So highly recommend to try this. And it's, because of that lees contact, it's got a little bit of a longer finish, but a really nice crisp, clean feel on the palate. So no matter what your preference in wine, Chile certainly will have something for you. The supermarkets, I don't think, do the country justice, given that it's the 6th largest producer in the world. So my advice is get down to your local independent wine shop and ask for some Chilean wine, and I'm sure you'll find something really delicious and interesting, and you'll get a bang for your buck, definitely, if you go for a Chilean wine. So enjoy!